What is up, people? Welcome back to the draft recap series. Today we're doing the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals with their first pick took Jonah Williams, tackle out of Alabama. A lot of people thought that he could go top 10. He just went right out. He went at 11, barely out of the top 10. But he's gonna be your opening day right tackle. Solid player, real good. Your second round pick, you selected Drew Sample, tight end out of Washington. He is a good player. He's probably going to be third on the depth chart, I imagine. But he has some upside. In the third round, I really like this pick. Jermaine Pratt, linebacker, North Carolina State. Now this guy, he can do it all. He's a tackling machine. He can sack. He can defend. He can cover. He can do a lot of stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if he can beat out Nick Virgil for that starting spot. With your fourth round pick, the Cincinnati Bengals selected Ryan Finley, quarterback from North Carolina State. Now I like Ryan Finley. He just didn't have much around him at NC State as far as talent goes. He has a strong arm, and he seems like a pretty bright young man. So I'm not saying he's gonna be taking Dalton's job right away or anything, but possibly down the line. Who knows? Also in the fourth round, they selected Renell Wren, defensive tackle out of Arizona State. Let's see what he looks like. He's 6'6", 297 pounds. So he's going to be playing the interior. Not a ton of production, but he's going to be learning from Geno Atkins and stuff, so he can only get better. Also in the fourth round, they selected Michael Jordan, offensive lineman out of Ohio State. Now he tested very well. Problem is, I don't really see a spot for him. He's gonna have to do a lot of. He's going to have to do a lot of showing that he's worth keeping around, if you know what I'm saying. Otherwise, he'll probably be a cut at one of the cut down stages. Your next pick, you selected Travion Williams, running back from Texas A&M, 5'9", 200 pounds. So he's a little short and a little light, but he is very productive. Very productive. But You're also coming out of Texas A&M, where, you know, their offense is a juggernaut, but they can't stop no one on defense. So kind of take that with a grain of salt, if you will. So I've never seen film on the kid, so I cannot decisively tell you one way or another whether I like the guy or not. Your next pick, you selected Deshaun Davis, linebacker out of Auburn. Now this guy had a very productive senior season for the Auburn Tigers. Yeah, I think, I don't know. It's hard to say. He's not on Pratt's level, because Pratt is all around great, and this young man is he's just pretty good. So we'll see. In the 6th round, they also selected Rodney Anderson, running back from Oklahoma. He's 6'1", 220 pounds, and when he's healthy, he is very productive. But he was only healthy one season out of 3 at Oklahoma, and that was his sophomore year, where he averaged 6.2 yards a carry, had 13 touchdowns rushing, and receiving, he caught the ball 17 times for 16 and a half yards a catch with 5 touchdowns. Great. But his freshman and his junior years, he only played 2 games in each of those seasons. So availability is going to be his biggest hurdle, I believe. And with their last pick, the Cincinnati Bengals selected Jordan Brown, cornerback from South Dakota State. He's 5'11". Oh, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. Or no, they had that. They wrote that wrong. All right, Jordan Brown. He's not a cornerback. He's a receiver, and he's not from South Dakota State. He's from Central Arkansas. He's 5'11", 175 pounds. So, I don't know anything about the kid. I imagine that he's probably a slot receiver based on his height and weight, and also probably a return guy. So, hey man, any way you can get your foot in the door in the NFL, if it's returning, punts, mainly, that's all it can be returned anymore, basically. You know, you gotta knock down that door to get yourself in. So, overall, I really like what Cincinnati did here. They got a right tackle for years to come. They got potentially tight end that can break into the starting lineup. They definitely got a linebacker in Jermaine Pratt that is going to be he's going to be in a battle to start, I believe, right away. Now the rest of these guys, Finley, like I said, he's he's more of a developmental dude. Ran the same thing. Jordan, Williams, Davis, Anderson, and Brown. But overall, Bengals fans, I'd be pretty happy with this draft if I were you. I think, anytime you can get a tackle, a tight end, and a linebacker with the tackle and the linebacker possibly starting, and possibly have your heir apparent to Andy Dalton. Anytime you can do that, that's a good draft in my book. So you should be happy, Bengals fans. I think you had a pretty good draft. I don't know. I think you reached on some players, but every team does, so it is what it is. Anyways, next up is going to be the Cleveland Browns. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're watching the entire series. Every single player, every single pick by every single team. So, once again, thanks a lot. Have a great one. Peace.